I'm Steve the Long Ash Cowboy with a follow up to yesterday's pipe mixing adventure. I told you I would tell you why you needed to use unsweetened cocoa as well as unsweetened cinnamon. And the reason for that is if you accidentally put sugar down into this mix and you put it in your pipe and you light it, that sugar is going to crystallize and it's going to gum up your pipe, your shank, the whole thing. And you're going to be very angry with me because I forgot to tell you how important it is to use unsweetened chocolate cocoa as well as unsweetened cinnamon. Unsweetened only, you will still get the flavor. You've got enough sweetness in the rum maple and the cherry that you're going to get a perfect blend with that cinnamon and with that chocolate. Now, the other thing that I forgot to mention was when you do this, if it's a little on the wet side when you're done, all you have to do is leave the lid off for about 30 minutes. Because as I said in the last video, alcohol dries very quickly, so let it sit for about 30 minutes. Don't leave it off too long because you don't want to dry it out. You want it to be a little pliable. So put your hand down in there. Make sure it's moist but not dripping, but don't leave it off so long that it dries out. Make sure it's pliable. Pop the lid back on. This is the last day before, last video before college football, so let's look at it. I believe that Florida is going to be able to handle Tennessee easily. Wisconsin and Michigan. I am no Jim Harbaugh fan. I think it's an even game other than that, but because of the Harbaugh factor, I'm going to go Wisconsin. Ole Miss and California. I think it's an even game, but I've got to be loyal to the conference, so I'm going to say Ole Miss. Texas A&M and Auburn. I think A&M is going to be too strong for them. You probably know I'm a Bammer anyway, so that's another deciding factor. Central Florida and Pittsburgh. I think Central Florida is back to stay for a little while, and Pittsburgh came up short last week, so I'm going to go Central Florida. Washington, I believe, will take care of BYU. I think Oregon is going to have too much for Stanford. I believe that the University of Texas is coming back while Oklahoma State is sliding down into the valley, so I'm going to say Texas. And finally, the premier game of the night is going to be Georgia and Notre Dame, and I think that Kirby Smart and Georgia is going to be too much for Notre Dame, so I'm going to say Georgia. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and when the bell comes up, please hit it so you can get these notifications. And as always, this is the Long Ash Cowboy, not smoking today, but reminding you, thanks for watching and sticks up.